Good morning. My name is Berge Ayvazian. I'm here as conference chairman of 4G World India. And we've been spending the last day or two talking with operators about how they transform their networks to deliver the promise of 4G in India. Obviously, this is a big challenge. Fortunately, they have already invested and established a foundation of their transmission networks. And the capacity in transmission has been well established, and now they're moving the focus to delivering that capacity to the endpoints where the customers will interface with the mobile broadband network. The nature of the base station is changing, shifting from a tower-centric model to a traffic-centric model, bringing the base station as close to the traffic as possible. In that context, companies like Ciena, who have been so critical to building that foundation transmission network in India, are moving closer to the edge of the network and delivering that capability into backhaul. Ryan, you're the country manager for Ciena here in India, and I know you've thought a lot about how Ciena can support the backhaul market based on these changes. Give me a picture of where you see the market going.
Ciena has been very active in the Indian telecom market for the last several years. We currently supply to 5 out of 7 leading operators in the country. And now there's a strong focus towards the wireless backhaul side of things, partly driven by the fact that we're in a mobile-centric app environment. We've got 900+ million subscribers who are being moved from 2G to 3G. So in this journey, we see some very specific challenges faced by the Indian operators. To begin with, the actual data consumption is increasing. And if you look at the latest data, per 3G subscriber data usage jumped up to some 580 megabytes per month, which is like 3 times the usage of 2G. And this is again only going to increase in time to come. So let's look at some of the key challenges faced by the Indian operators today. The first one is the scale, not just the sheer scale, but the scale with agility. Like we're looking at base stations requiring minimum 1 gig or soon going to 10 gig. And when you go to collector, it will be needing multiple 10 gigs, in some cases 100 gig. So scale with agility. The second thing is, we've got 400,000 base stations to go and wire up. So of course, the cost is very important. Need to be able to do this thing at lowest possible cost points. So that again needs to be addressed from both CapEx and OpEx standpoint. OpEx is very key. We need to be able to use the existing workforces and also being able to provision this thing in a very cost-effective manner. The third thing is resiliency. We have our own challenges in terms of fiber cuts and so on. So we need that extra focus put in to make sure these things are resilient, again, in the midst of multiple cuts. So let's see how we can actually address those 3 issues.
Yeah, the challenge is doing all 3 and having the right platform that adapts to what virtualization enables.
Okay. In Ciena, we're addressing these challenges by leveraging network virtualization. The first is in terms of network provisioning. We have successfully implemented zero-touch network provisioning end-to-end using network virtualization capabilities. In fact, this has been used quite extensively by our customers in other parts of the world. Another key area where we're leveraging virtualization is congestion control. Particularly when you're running large networks, congestion control is key. Again, an area we can use virtualization. We also recognize the importance of keeping the network costs down. And in Ciena, we are able to centralize some of the functions, which allows our customers to use those functions on demand basis.
So Ryan, clearly you have established your strong position in the transmission domain and delivered the value that virtualization provides there. Now we're talking primarily about the backhaul domain and the changes that are occurring in the RAN that are driving the requirements of backhaul. How are you going to deliver the same value that you've achieved in transmission to make backhaul perform in the same manner?
Absolutely. We're seeing this huge change happening in the wireless backhaul. And in order to address this thing, we strongly believe we need to deliver the scale, we need to deliver the resiliency, and do all of that with the lowest cost point. And that cost point comes in terms of both OpEx and CapEx. And in Ciena, we believe the network virtualization in the wireless backhaul will play a critical role in achieving that.